a little bit easier financially. You know, some people did it because they had to, but again, no one really thought what it was going to cost in the future.
Yeah, they did.
Don't do it if you don't have to.
No, and it's haunted them. I mean, you know, we're going to get into jumbo loans too. We're going to talk about those. And, you know, again, I want to throw it out there. If you guys have questions, please throw them into the feed. I would love to answer those for you. So give me a good one. If you guys are listening on Saturday morning, make sure you guys are checking us out on Wednesdays. We're live at 5 on YouTube. Go to Mortgage Mom Radio, subscribe to the channel, click your notification button. That way you know when we go live. We want to hear from you. We want to answer your questions. We want to read them out loud. And, you know, that's the best way to do it. But if you guys can't watch us on Wednesdays, that's okay. We love you too. Call the office. It's 844-935-3634. We've got, you know, people are answering the phones, and we'll get that phone consultation set up one-on-one for you and me to talk. And that's what it's all about. So, you know, no matter what, you're going to be able to get through to us. If you guys want to download the phone app is absolutely amazing. You can get everything that you need right from that phone app. You can call us. You can listen to you can watch YouTube. You can listen to the podcast. You can run payments on a calculator. You can call the office directly from the phone app. And I think I said you can email, but you can email us as well. So if you would like to download that phone app, it's something that it is really just to have a tool at the tip of your fingers. It's great. Just text the word mom to 36260. Very, very easy. The telephone number is 36260, and in the subject, you know, where you're typing, you're going to type mom. So that's how you're going to get that phone app, and you can contact us that way as well. Go to the website, mortgagemomradio.com. All kinds of cool tools and advice. YouTube is on there. Podcast is on there as well. And you can reach out to us through there. You can send us an email, contact us. Really, really simple. So we want everybody to reach out. We'd love for you guys to do it in the feed on YouTube on Wednesdays. That way we can read questions out loud and answer them for you. Want to say hi to Chris. Chris said hi. Good. Hello, Christopher. We have a question that came in. It says, this is from Robert. It says, what are rates today, 30-year fixed? So that is a really loaded question, and one that is very, very difficult to answer, and obviously not one that I can do here from the studio. So every single person is different. And we've mentioned this many, many times on lots of different shows, but I'll go through it all again for you. Heidi, first thing that comes to mind, somebody says, what would a rate today on a 30-year fixed rate be? What's the first question that you're going to ask them?
Well, I don't know if I have a first question, but I'm going to ask them, well, how much do you owe?
There you go. There's your first question. That's what I mean. So, you know, how much do you owe? What is your credit score? How much is your home worth? Do you include your taxes and insurance in your payment? What county, what state is your property located in? Are you looking for cash out? Do you have a home equity line of credit or a second mortgage against your property? There's so many pieces that go into what is a 30-year fixed rate today that it's absolutely impossible to answer that question on the radio right now or you know, here in a YouTube show. Now, one thing to keep in mind is you guys are going to hear all of these commercials. I mean, I've been watching in the background. I'm working from home, and, you know, I've got the TV going in the background, and just about every other commercial break that comes on with the news, and I watch Fox News, is a commercial from a mortgage lender, and I don't even know which mortgage lender it is, but it's a commercial from a mortgage lender, and they're talking about call right now to get your VA IRRL, you know, your streamlined refinance for your VA loan at 2.875. How in the world can they do a commercial that they're offering an interest rate that, number one, doesn't exist right now because interest rates have just been all over the board, but number two, they don't know anything about you. Your credit score is going to change that interest rate. Your loan size is going to change that interest rate. There's so many things that are going to go into what that interest rate is that it just floors me to hear these commercials on radio, hear these commercials on the TV. So, Robert, we'd love to answer that question for you. Absolutely. I'd be more than happy to do it. All you got to do is give us a call and, you know, get on my calendar, and me and you are going to talk one-on-one about your scenario, and I'm going to tell you exactly where interest rates will be. So, again, and look at, actually, he just put it right in the feed. I'll call you. I love it. That's what we want. That is absolutely perfect. But everybody out there listening, guys, we want you to call us. So it's 844-935-3634. 844-844-3834. That's 844-WE-LEND-FOR-YOU, LEND, and the number 4. You can go to my website and you can put in an inquiry. There are, interest rate inquiries on there. It's going to ask you a bunch of questions. It'll send an email over to me, and I'm going to reach out, schedule an appointment, and we're going to talk about you as well. So however you feel most comfortable reaching out, we want you to do that. But get on the calendar, let us schedule that appointment with you, and let me go one-on-one with you just over the phone about your scenario and what those interest rates look like. So going back to, okay, here we go. Okay, well, this one comes from Pam, and she says, what do you expect from Fox? We'll leave it at that, but that's a really fun one. I love it. So again, everybody listening on Saturday morning, you guys should be tuning in Wednesday live at 5 on YouTube. So check us out. Find us, Mortgage Mom Radio. Subscribe to the channel and click your notification button so that we can get more comments from you that we can read out loud. We can read your questions out loud and we can answer those for you. Okay, so getting back to guideline changes, because that's what's going on right now. Look at her. She can't even stop laughing. I love it. She says that, and then all I can think about is, Trump just absolutely just going off about CNN. I was watching that one the other day too, and that was pretty funny. He just absolutely cannot stand CNN. And obviously we're so busy working so hard, so many hours a day, that we don't watch a lot of news. It's kind of like the first time that I'm working and I'm hearing the news in the background. So I'm not up to date on what Trump's issues with CNN are, but very interesting. Anyway, very funny. I love it. So let's get to it. So changes, underwriting guidelines, everything's changing. The mortgage industry is changing. Should you make your payment? Yes. Are you going to get your payment deferred? Maybe not. Cash out refinance, FHA or conventional. You need to have a 680 credit score if you want to pull cash out. So that is a brand new guideline that is very, very important. If you are furloughed, we'll talk about jumbo in a minute, but if you are furloughed, if you are laid off, here's some very important stuff that we do need to talk about, because this is big. If you are laid off and you are in the middle of your loan with your loan officer, call them immediately. Please. We cannot close your loan unless you have more than one person on the loan and your spouse's income who is still working is enough to qualify you for the loan. If you lose your job, laid off, we cannot close your loan. So you have to call us immediately. The last thing that you want to do is stay quiet. Your loan, you got something that said your loan was approved. Remember, guys, that is a conditional approval. Every single lender is going to verify your employment prior to closing, prior to funding that loan. It just got harder. We used to verify your employment 10 days prior to funding. We are now verifying your employment 5 days prior to funding and 2 days prior to funding. So you are getting your verification of employment checked over and over and over again. You have got to let your loan officer know. The last thing that you want to do is pay for an appraisal, have the appraisal ordered and completed, and you had not been working and you get to the end and you're ready to close and you find out you don't have a loan. So that is very important. Furloughed. We've gotten this one quite a few times, and I think that there's a misunderstanding about being furloughed. If you are furloughed, you are still an employee of the company, and we understand that. But we don't know when you're going back to work. We don't know what that return to work date is. You are not currently earning income. Now, there are a lot of companies that are keeping you on payroll, that are continuing to pay your salary, even though you are not working. That is absolutely fine. But if you are furloughed or laid off and there is literally no income coming in, there is no way for us to count that income towards your qualifying debt ratios. So you've got to call your loan officer immediately if that happens to you. Furloughed is really hard, but my company is paying me 80 hours of sick time. Then they're letting me cash out all of my PTO. And by the time I get all of that income, we're going to be back to work. You know what? You probably will be. And that doesn't mean that we have to cancel your loan. Let's say you're a refinance, or let's say you're a purchase. Maybe we need to put it on hold. You need to reach out to your real estate agent immediately. You need to tell your real estate agent what the problem is. The real estate agent needs to try to get that escrow extended until everybody is back to work. If you work retail and things are closed, we've got to get it extended. Trust me, you're not the only person in that position. Hey, sellers, you probably don't want to kick that buyer out of this transaction if you could just extend it a couple of weeks to get it closed. It's going to be harder to get the property relisted for sale during a time that it's very difficult right now for buyers to get out and actually tour your home. So, there's things that we can do. We don't necessarily need to cancel it and it's just gone, declined, but we're going to have to figure out how to get it extended out until we can verify that you are back to work. Did I miss anything on that, Heidi?
I just want to add, there are a lot of people out there that are still employed, but their hours have been cut, their pay has been cut. So in those cases, you would still have to qualify on the income you are getting today, not the income you got yesterday. So I want to be clear on that, because we do have some people that are like, well, yes, I'm still working. But if you have received a 75% pay decrease, yes, you're still working, yes, you're still employed, and that's fantastic, right? Something's better than nothing. But if you cannot qualify on that 25% you have left, we cannot close the loan. Mm-hmm. So I just want to be clear, it's not just employment. You have to be able to qualify with the income that you are receiving today.
Correct. Good one. I like that. See, that's why I have you on this show. You're amazing. Okay, so again, you guys, you have questions, give us a call. It's 844-935-3634. Get yourself on the calendar to talk to me one-on-one. We'll do a phone consultation. We'll talk all about you, your income, what's going on, your interest rate right now today. You want to talk about a refinance, you want to talk about a purchase, just give us a call. It's 844-935-3634. You guys can go to the website, mortgagemomradio.com, or download the phone app, which is amazing. It does everything that the website does. Text the word MOM to 36260. You guys want to ask us some questions, you want to watch us record live, make sure you go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel, Mortgage Mom Radio. Turn on the notifications button so you know when we go live. We're doing this every Wednesday. We are live at 5. That is 5 p.m. And we want to see you guys ask us those questions and put them in the feed. So, underwriting guidelines. I mean, this is like a big one. There's so many changes this week. Underwriting guidelines. What else is happening? Okay, so we've got our jumbo world. Do you happen to have those pulled up on the calendar, Heidi?
Right.
No? I'm sorry, not the calendar, your computer? No?
No,
it's okay.
My email, but I can pull them up.
Yeah, that's okay. If you can, try to pull them up.
It just kept dinging, so.
It's all right. I actually have them here. So we got this list. This is actually pretty interesting, and I'm going to actually read it to you. So this was effective end of business day, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, March 27th, 2020, for all new applications and new lock requests. The following programs will be paused temporarily through May 31st, 2020, or until further notice. So again, they're leaving that kind of open because we don't know how long are we going to be on hold. We don't know when everybody's going to get back to work. And once everybody is back to work,